So how does it fit into the arc of the story? And here you have, this is very important, Orsino has sent Curio and he's sent Cesario twice, and now he's finally turned up for himself, and we're getting very near to the end, but it's got to go one way or the other. And everyone's gathered in one place here. And I'm seeing this in many films I watch, that many films build towards a climax where all the characters get together at some sort of event. So we've got them all gathering here. So it's late in the play. We've got a lot that's just happened. So you might write about Antonio. He has just protested to Orsino and say, look, I've been with Sebastian for 3 months. I've just lent him money. Now that I need it back, he won't give it to me. We know he's muddled Sebastian with Cesario. It's not Sebastian he's talking to, so it's part of the confusion of the play. Before the Antonio conversation, before that, Orsino arrived and there was some witty repartee with Feste. Not much you can say about that, really, other than just that, what I've written there. So it wouldn't be one to write much about, if at all. You'd be more likely to write about the fact that we have just seen Olivia mistake Sebastian for Cesario and marry him. I should have written that one in. So this is a really complex area of the play, and it's important for you to have in your mind what has just happened, who's on stage, what do they know. And the exam board says this is a good thing to know in every extract. So we've got Orsino on the stage, and he knows that his servant has been wooing Olivia, and with no success. I know I've put little, with no success. Get that off, with no success. And so Orsino's come to do it for himself. It's fine, it's a romantic trope. It's the great man bowing down before his lady, his goddess, this cruelty, and then he would totally expect to be accepted at that point. That's what he thinks is going on. This is the first time Viola doesn't know everything. So as far as she's concerned, she's been wooing Olivia for Orsino with no success. She's finally accompanying the Duke to woo her, even though she loves the Duke. And I should have put, she knows Olivia's fallen in love with him, and knows that can go nowhere, so add that in. She knows Olivia's in love with him. And this is the first time she doesn't know everything. She doesn't know about the wedding. So, right along the top of your extract, I should have left this bit in, Orsino, enter Olivia. So she's come in, big moment, because we know about all this confusion. So she sees Orsino. She knows he's come to woo her, but she knows it's pointless because she's just married Cesario, as far as she's aware. On stage also is Antonio, and he has protested to Orsino that he lent Sebastian money after living with him for 3 months, and that Sebastian won't pay it back. So you've got all that going on stage. You can't write all that up, take you the whole 50 minutes. Have it straight in your mind. It's worth spending time being straight on that. So looking at the extract itself, like I say, it should say enter Olivia up here. So enter Olivia there. Great moment, they're finally face to face, and Orsino comes in with a standard line, really. Here comes the Countess, now heaven walks on earth. It's a traditional poetic romantic line. Then he turns to Antonio. These bits are to Antonio. But for thee, fellow, you're mad. Your words are madness. For the last 3 months, this youth, see, they don't use any names. So this youth has been with me. So if he said Cesario's been with me, they could have worked out there was a problem, but careful avoidance of names. This has been with me, but more of that and on, take Antonio away, and they're going to move to the, on with the other confusions. So this is the next chunk of the text. We've had the romantic introduction, and then I'm going to deal with this bit, which is the it all going wrong from Orsino's point of view, and beginning to challenge that romance. So, what do you want, my lord? And the only thing you want is what you can't have, which is me. Cesario, you do not keep promise with me. Very shocking moment. Imagine you're talking to the Queen and you turn and start ignoring her and talking to one of those people behind her and you don't know who they are. All those servants that kind of like her lady in waiting or the person holding the cushion with the kind of OBE medal on it. Imagine moving away from the Queen to talk to that person. That's what you've got here. You've got Olivia turning away from Orsino to talk to his high-ranking servant. So Viola, Cesario, shocked, madam. Orsino tries to cut back in. Gracious Olivia, like, let's get this back on course. And she cuts him. She interrupts Orsino. What do you say, Cesario? And she's about to maybe tell Orsino there, good my lord, he's my husband or something. I don't know what she's about to say. Good my lord, I want to talk to Cesario. Viola says, my lord would speak. I can't speak. Orsino wants to speak. In my duty hushes me. I'm not allowed to speak when he wants to speak. So there you have many of the norms of the day being broken. So speaking to the servant above the master, interrupting him, interrupting the Duke. It's all gone haywire. So this next area of it is Orsino trying to get back on track. So she says, I don't want to hear it. If it's like your old tune, what you normally say, my lord, it's like howling sounds after music. I just can't hear it. I don't want anything to do with it. We know she knows. She's married already. And he comes out with this line here is a romantic trope. The cruel lady who keeps turning you down. Are you still being cruel? Yes, I'm still being constant. I'm still being the same as I always have been. And he says, you're being constant to perverseness, to saying the wrong thing, you uncivil lady. To whose ingrate and unauspicious altars my soul, the faithfulest offerings, has breathed out, the ever devotion tended. So I have said all these wonderful things. I've had my soul at the altar of you. So a poetic, you might say prepared, a poetic protest there. But this, to me, is totally different in tone. What shall I do? You know, I've done everything. I've sent the messenger, I've sent another messenger, I've sent the messenger again. I've done all the lying around, saying how in love I am. What shall I do? Almost like he's getting to the end of his tether. You might say, just from the change of tone from to whose ingrate and inauspicious altars my soul the faithless offerings has breathed out the ever devotion tended, the ornateness of that image of his soul at the altar of Olivia to, but what shall I do? I've got to the end. So she dismisses him. Even what you want, just do what you want. That, you know, that should become you, that looks good on you, that's right for you, just do what you want. So a dismissive line there. So then Orsino goes into full romantic and dramatic, you would say melodramatic action, because he's not going to kill anyone. So why should I not, had I the heart to do it, like the Egyptian thief at the point of death, kill what I love? So that's him threatening Olivia, and on stage sometimes, definitely in the Globe production from 2014, he's got a knife at her throat there, and it's very shocking. At no point, it's a comedy, at no point do you think he's going to kill anyone. That's really important. But he is playing the big romantic hero here. But I'm on line 2310, I'm here at the moment. But hear me this. Since you're not looking at my face, to non-regardance, that you cast me away, and I partly know the instrument, as in I know it's got something to do with Cesario. You can live. So live you, I'll let you live. And this is a traditional line, the marble-breasted tyrant. That's a romantic trope, tyrant over my heart. So you've got a heart of stone, a heart of marble, you can live. But this, your minion, as in Cesario, who I know you love, whoa, and by whom by heaven I swear I tender dearly. So that's him maybe not realising his own emotions. He actually loves Cesario. There's it sort of leaking out. And him not looking at his own feelings is one way of looking at this. Him will I tear out of that cruel eye where he sits crowned in his master's spite. So I will tear him out of your eye, your cruel eye. Come, boy, with me. So he drags him off. Come with me. My thoughts are ripe in mischief. I don't know what he's going to do to him. I'll sacrifice the lamb that I do love. So there again, there's his feelings. I love this lamb, despite a raven's heart within a dove. So I will kill Cesario just to spite you. You look like a dove, it's pure and peaceful. You know all the things about doves, pure and peaceful and white. Let's not get into that too much, apologies. But pure, peaceful bird of love, and a raven. It's a big crow that's frightening and killing. So you look like a dove, but actually you're a raven. So I'll sacrifice the lamb I love to spite a raven's heart within enough to spite you. And look at the imagery. It's careful, it's poetic, it's not from the heart, but we do get his heart leaking out at some points. So I'll stop there, and I will try to put a little clip here for part 2 of this video. And please could you subscribe to my channel, and if I get 1,000 subscribers I can do YouTube live. I just want to. Okay, so that's the end of that one.